Good Monday morning. Hope you had a great weekend and looking forward to a productive, healthy, holy, and happy week. My name is Mike Courtney, and I do this strange thing every Monday of coming on and talking for just a minute about some things that seem important to me and perhaps are important to you, and again, help you live healthier, happier, and a holier life. I've said this before. I was talking to my wife about it this morning. My grandfather was eccentric. He would go up in his room, and a little typewriter would type for hours and type. He went to God's Bible School in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he would type these little spiritual tracts and fold them up. I type literally every one by hand and maybe type out 20, 30, 40 of them, and then go out and hand them out. And we thought how strange he was, how eccentric Papa was, and just different. And I'm just like, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just like him. I've traded a typewriter for Facebook, but it's the same thing. I don't know. It's just what I feel like I'm supposed to do. So today, a couple of things happen. Next Sunday, our church is beginning a 21-day period of prayer and fasting. I'm writing a little devotional book for the church for that. And if you're interested in that, I guess let me know. I guess somehow I could get that to you. I haven't thought this through completely. But so that's beginning, 21 days of prayer and fasting. And then also this week on Friday, here in Rutherford County, Tennessee, which is where we live, our kids start to school. No, not our kids, but our grandkids start to school. They do a couple hours on Friday, and then really next Monday is when it all kicks off. So it just had me thinking about prayer, about kids starting to school, and I decided to talk today for just a little bit about how we pray for our children, how to pray for your children. There are a lot of things that Doris and I have not done well, but praying for our kids and praying for our grandkids has been something that's always been high on the list, and I think we have found some things that have worked well for us in finding opportunities and ways to pray for your children. So I jotted down 5 things that are ways that we have learned, that are rituals that we have put in place to remind us to pray for our children and to pray for our grandchildren. The first one is about praying continually. You know, Paul says, pray without ceasing. Pray continually, one translation says. And how do you pray continually for your children and for your grandchildren? Well, we started years and years and years ago putting triggers in place. And when this trigger would happen, we would breathe a quick prayer for our kids. So my trigger was a school bus. Whenever I would pass a school bus, when I was driving, I would pray a quick prayer for Josh and Jacob. God bless Josh today. Help him have a good day at school. Be with Jacob. Help him do well in his band concert. Be with the boys today. Just quick 15-second prayer, but every time I would pass a school bus, I would breathe a quick prayer for the boys. And then as the grandkids came along, I do the same thing. Every time I pass a school bus, I pray for our grandkids. God has a great sense of humor. Between here and my office, I go through 5 school zones. So I pray about 20 times every morning for my kids and my grandkids, just this quick little prayer. So put a trigger in place. You hear a watch beep, or a certain commercial comes on television, or before you turn on Facebook, you stop and pray for your kids. Put a trigger in place. Pray continually. Here's number 2. Pray physically. Find those opportunities to put your hands on your kids and pray for them. When Josh and Jacob still come over, sometimes I'll walk up behind them, just put my hands on their shoulders and pray for them. The grandkids, especially when they come over, I'll put my hands on their head and pray for them. John Michael was about 4. He was on his way to preschool, and I was taking him and said, John Michael, before I want to pray for you, I put my hands, I prayed a wonderful prayer. God bless him. Help him to grow up to be a mighty man of God. Use him for your glory. Anoint him. God bless John Michael. Just as a beautiful prayer. It's magnificent. Just something that he will remember forever. When I got done, he said, Poppy, see, your breath smells like dog's breath. So maybe you use a search or something, but pray physically. Put your hands on your kids and pray. Number 3, pray nightly. When the boys are over, by the way, those of you who know us know that we have 2 sons and 4 grandsons. We only do boys. We don't know how to do girls in our family. When the boys are over, we every night before they go to bed, we'll do a Bible study, read a Bible story, and pray together. It's a great. We several years ago got this book, Jesus Calling. It's based on Sarah Young's Jesus Calling book, but it's a little Bible story book. And it's fun as the kids get old enough that now it's their turn to read. It's their turn to read. But we'll read a Bible story, and usually we read 2 or 3 and then talk about that for a minute. And then kneel together and pray. Family altar time. It's a long gone tradition, but it's something we should bring back. And if your children are grown like ours, then bring it back with your grandchildren. Pray nightly. Do a family altar time. Pray annually. One of the great events of our life is usually early in January. We will take the family, have them either come over. Now we go to Josh and Jennifer's house. They have the biggest house of all of us, and have a family meeting to begin the year. We talk about what God did for us in the year past, and we talk about what He's saying to us. And sometimes we'll say, give us a word. God, what's the word? What word is God giving you? And one year we went around the circle. What word is God giving you? Josh said discipline, and Jennifer said compassion, and Allison said focus, and Jackson, who was about 7 at the time, said schizophrenical. I don't know what that word was, but that was his word, schizophrenical. So that night to pray together, and the kids look forward to that every year. They'll be saying, okay, when's our family night? When's our prayer time? Pray annually. Find a time to say we pray as a family. And then here's the last thing: pray immediately. Look for all those opportunities. John Michael plays baseball. When he was younger, he was a little bit afraid of the ball. When he would get up to bat, I would pray. And I would yell to him, John Michael, Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. God will make you strong. I would say that to him, and now I would pray, God. John Michael now plays high school baseball. He's a great little baseball player. Plays on the travel ball team. Good baseball player. He got a bat for Christmas. His dad got him a really nice, expensive bat, and it was one that he could have inscribed on it. And so on the barrel of his bat, big bold black letters, Joshua 1:9. Pray immediately when those things come. Got a test coming up, got a job interview, overnight with some friends, whatever's going on. Pray for your kids about that. Pray continually, pray physically, pray nightly, pray annually, and pray immediately. And you know what? If your kids are grown, pray for your grandkids. If you don't have kids, pray for the neighbor's kids or a family in church. Find some children to pray for. I believe that God is most pleased with us when we're praying for our kids. And so I encourage you this week to begin that. Look for that little Bible study book if you'd like, or devotional book if you want to know more about that. I don't know what to do. Send me a text, email something. I don't know. Thanks for being a part of this. Hope you have a great Monday. Hope God blesses you through the week. Hope you live a happier, healthier, and perhaps holier life. And know that someone's praying for you. God bless you. Have a great day.